Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Daily Investor. It is the 27th of February 2025, and it's around about 4:30 here in London, and I wanted to do the first investment of the day. So what I'm going to do today is a little bit different. Normally what I do is I invest in my ISA account, but today what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest in my self-invested personal pension account because I've received some tax relief. The reason I've received the tax relief is I invested some money previously, and every time I invest money in my SIPP, the government offers me tax relief. So if I was to invest £100 into my self-invested personal pension, and I'm a basic rate taxpayer, then the government would give me an additional £20 to invest. So I've received some tax relief today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest that money. So I'm going to go into my SIP. But before I do that, let's have a look at my portfolio at the moment. So my general investment account is at just over £69,000. My stocks and shares ISA is just under £11,500, and my self-invested personal pension is just over £800. So at its peak, my general investment account was around 120,000. My stocks and shares ISA was around 14,000, and my self-invested personal pension was well over £1,000. So there is a lot of volatility in the market at the moment. Some of my key holdings like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia have been falling quite heavily, and basically, I'm not too concerned about that because I know that these are quality companies, and over the long term it's going to be rising quite a lot. So for anyone who's new to my channel, this channel is all about long term investing. My goal is to build a $1 million portfolio over 5 to 10 years. So what I normally do is I invest £300 every day the market is open, and what I try to do is I break it down into 3 investments per day. So once when the market opens, once in the middle of the day, and once just before the market closes. So I try and do 100, 100, 100, and that's a total £300 every day. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that today because I was expecting a payment from one of my clients. Unfortunately, they've delayed it, so I've not been able to invest £300 the last 2 days. But I'm trying to invest as much as I can because at the moment, all these companies that I'm investing in, they've gone down quite a lot, and this is the best time to buy when they dip. So before I make that purchase, I'm just going to have a look at my holdings. So I'm going to have a look at Tesla and see what's happening today. So today Tesla is trading around $290. If I look at the 1 day difference, 1 day price movement is relatively flat. Last 7 days, it's down around 20%. Last 1 month, it's down around 26%. Last 3 months, it's down around 16%. Last 6 months, up around 40%. Last year, up more than 40%. And maximum over last 5 years is up 485%. So again, I'm just concentrating on the long term. I'm not too concerned about the 3 months price movement, 6 month price movement, 1 month price movement. These are kind of irrelevant to me. What's most relevant to me is how many shares that I have. So my goal is to have 770 shares in Tesla, and at the moment I've got 385 shares. So I've got a long way to go, but I'm slowly building it up. I'm slowly adding more and more to the position, and I'm trying to invest every day, £300 a day. I'm trying to increase that to hopefully £500 a day and maybe even more. So basically what I do is I earn as much income as I possibly can doing freelancing work, helping landlords get their property ready for rental. And then once I receive the income, I set some money aside to pay for taxation. Once I've done that, I pay for the household bills. Once that's done, what I do is I invest the rest of the money evenly throughout the month when the market is open, and I do it 3 times a day just to build that investment habit. So that's my strategy. So I'm going to have a look at MicroStrategy now. So today MicroStrategy is trading at $258. Today the movement is nearly 2% down. Last 7 days it's down over 20%. Last month down over 25%. Last 3 months down over 33%. Last 6 months up 110%. Last 1 year up nearly 170%. And maximum over the last 5 years is up around 1800%. So again, I had MicroStrategy. I bought a large holding in MicroStrategy around 2020, just after the pandemic, and then it ran up quite a lot and I was very happy. But then what happened, it came down again and I just sold it at a small profit. So if I had kept it and if I had weathered the storm, I would have had a lot of money, probably nearly close to 200 to 300,000 pounds. So again, what I did was I concentrated on the short term gain. I listened to a lot of people. A lot of people influenced me negatively. They kept on sending me messages saying, oh, what's happening with MicroStrategy? Have you sold MicroStrategy? It's down 70%, and it kind of like swayed my decision to keep this. But now what's happened is I've kind of made myself more resilient mentally, and I know if MicroStrategy goes down to, I don't know, $16 again, I'm gonna keep on buying more and more, because I know that one day MicroStrategy over the next 5 to 10 years will go to $1,000. So if it does go to 26 and I can load up big time, then eventually when it goes to 1,000, it's gonna be a lot of money. And investing regularly just helps to not panic. You're just seeing the regular movements, you're becoming immune to the volatility. So if it was down 20%, it wouldn't really concern me. But 5 years ago, I'd be panicking, I'd have sleepless nights, I'd be thinking I'd made a mistake. But again, I have high conviction with MicroStrategy. I've seen what it can do. I've seen it run up and go down again and then run up even higher. So I'm not too concerned about that. So the next one I want to check is Nvidia. So Nvidia reported recently, it did really well, but I don't pay too much attention to the reports. As long as the revenue is rising, as long as they're executing on their plan, as long as their investment, as long as they're going in the right direction long term, that's what I'm most concerned about. So if we look at the 1 day movement, today is down about 4%, which is quite surprising because they reported good numbers. So again, not too concerned about that. Last 7 days, down 10%. Last 1 month, it's up about 6%. Last 3 months, down about 9%. Last 6 months, up about 17%. Last 1 year is up about 62%. And in the last 5 years, it's up around 1700%. So again, if it goes down, I'm going to be loading up as much as possible. So I'm not really concerned. My main concern is how many shares that I have. So at the moment, I've got about 6 shares in Nvidia. My long-term aim is to try and get 200 shares. So if it was to go down to 50 or 40 or 30, I'd be able to achieve that aim much quicker. So that's Nvidia as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my self-invested personal pension, my SIPP account, and then I'm going to choose MicroStrategy, which is down around 33%, which is fine. I'm not too concerned with that. And I'm going to buy MicroStrategy now with the tax relief from the government, and they've given £12.67. So it's not a lot, but every little helps. So when the money dries up, I try to still put something in, even if it's like £10, £20. I just want to get that investment habit going. So I'm going to review the order, confirm the buy. and I'm just putting the order through, so that's done. So I've bought MicroStrategy. I'm just going to check if there's any extra money in my account. So again, nothing in my GIA, nothing in my stocks and shares, nothing in my self-invested personal pension. So that's all the investments for today. If I do find more money today, then I'll be investing more of it. But until the next time, just one more thing. If you like these videos, subscribe, like the videos, and join me on my journey and see, like, there's a lot of people in the UK who don't invest money. They have a lot of money in savings. So what I'm trying to do is share my journey, and maybe it might inspire others to do the same. You don't have to invest £300 every day. Like, I've built up to £300 over many, many months. What you could do is just start by challenging yourself, like just invest £1 a day, or you could do like £100 a month, and then £3 a day. Just challenge yourself, get into the habit, get into the routine of investing, get into the habit of like analyzing stocks, finding out more about stocks. You don't have to invest in highly volatile stocks like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia if it's not comfortable for you. You can also invest in non-volatile stocks like Apple, Procter and Gamble, AstraZeneca. So there's so many to choose from. And if you're not comfortable with single stocks, what you could do is invest in an ETF, a mutual fund. There's many, many index funds as well that you can invest in. You can invest in Berkshire Hathaway, one of Warren Buffett's fund stocks. So there's a lot of things that you can invest in. You don't have to invest in Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. So, join me on my journey. If you find this video useful, like and subscribe. I have around 1,000 subscribers now, and I'm adding to more and more people are subscribing to my channel. So feel free to subscribe. My aim is to try and get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So it's a lofty challenge. But I'm going to challenge myself to do it. And also, at the moment, these videos are very rusty. They need a lot of improvement, but it's very authentic. Everything is real that you see, and I'm going to continue improving and trying to bring you good, entertaining, good value videos. So that's it for today. Until the next video, I will see you. Have a great